One of the best international breaks I can remember, like maybe ever, right? It's one of the best international breaks of all time. The games were absolutely phenomenal. The second legs of the quarterfinals did not disappoint. It was absolutely insane. I'm one that always bashes and yells and screams about international break, but this international break was so worth stopping club football. Every single game was phenomenal, and it was just very amazing to watch. We had Cristiano Ronaldo miss a penalty, score an important goal, Portugal win. We had Lamine Yamal score a banger, miss a penalty, Spain win. We had Germany and Italy go crazy, right? We had France go to penalties again with Croatia, where they looked like they were going to easily win penalties, then start missing all over the place. Croatia looks like they're going to win the game. They miss an important penalty, and France goes through. And now we have France versus Spain and Portugal versus Germany in the last four of the Nations League. One thing I want to say, and one thing I really want to put out there, I'm going to say it every video, and I don't care if people are glazing. Lamine Yamal is the best young player we've ever seen ever. I'm over it, and I'm like, there's no point of talking about it anymore. Lamine Yamal is performing not just on an a club level, but on an international level, and not an international level like in the under 20 Olympic team or the under 21s. In the main team, he is a superstar. In Barcelona's main team, he is a superstar. If you are still on the Lamine Yamal hate train, you need to buy a ticket off of that train right now, because the train is real. Lamine Yamal is real. He's one of the greatest players that we've seen at such a young age in our beautiful game, and I'm here for it. My ticket is in, and I am watching the rest of this boy's career with a smile on my face, because he is a phenomenal player. Now we jump to Portugal, where today I'm not as mad as I was in my last video. The first leg against Denmark, we did not play football. We got dominated. But today, we were a completely different team, and we took it to Denmark. And although Denmark had their chances and scored some goals, I would say Portugal dominated the game for the 90 minutes and all the way to the 120th minute, right? Because it took extra time. For me, today was the perfect showing, because we got to show that today, and it's what I've been screaming about. It's not about Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not about Bruno Fernandes. It's not about Bernardo Silva, even though Bernardo Silva probably had the best game on a Portugal shirt in a long time. He was phenomenal today for the entire 120 minutes. That kid was fire, and he's an old man, right? But today showed that there are players on our team that are just as talented and just as important as those superstars. Nuno Mendes is one of the best left backs in world football. And if you watched both games of Nuno Mendes against Denmark, he was phenomenal. And today he was amazing again. Even when the whole team didn't show up in the first game, Nuno Mendes was amazing. He's one of the best players Portugal have on that roster. He's one of the best players to ever come out of Portugal. Nuno Mendes is absolutely phenomenal. And today is beautiful because I get to talk about the things I've wanted to talk to you about. And it was simply this. I don't believe Ronaldo is holding back the Portuguese national team. I think today is the perfect example of what needs to happen. Ronaldo should get 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. And if nothing's coming out, then take him off for Gonçalo Ramos, who's a younger, can press more, can attack more. Is he going to be as clinical and as decisive as Ronaldo is in front of goal? No, but he's going to be someone who gives you a different style to your attack that Ronaldo can no longer give you at his age. So for me, I think that Ronaldo should play 60 and then be pulled off for Gonçalo Ramos. That's what I think. But what I also think is that there's players, because of their name and because of where they play, starting, and they shouldn't be. For example, this Trincão that I've been talking about from Sporting, Kenda from Sporting. These are players that play the wings, right side, left side, that play for Sporting in the Portuguese league and aren't getting a look at the team simply because they're in Portugal and they're in the Portuguese league. That's not as good as the Serie A. That's not as good as the Premier League. That's not as good as the German league. But at the end of the day, what Kenda could offer to this team is much more than what Rafa Leao can offer to this team. Rafael Leao for AC Milan is a great player. For Portugal, he's yet to put a good display in. Today was a horrendous day. Both games for Rafael Leao. He didn't win one battle against the right back he was going up against. He didn't win any duels at all. He was, I hate to say it, but he was lazy to chase the ball. He was lazy to get back on defense. And there was no right side for Portugal until Jota came in, and Jota brought a little bit of a spark to the Portuguese national team on that side. And Francisco Conceição was very good the entire game. But Trincão came in and he was more decisive. And for me, I believe there's players in Portugal that could be starting for this Portugal's national team more consistently. Inácio, who was very good today, should be starting and should always be the starter beside Ruben Dias. Does he have mistakes in him? Yes. Antonio Silva has mistakes in him. So does Ruben Dias. You saw today, we almost lost because of Ruben Dias. Inácio is a phenomenal center back playing the ball out the back. He has a very low buyout clause. I'm not sure how nobody has bought this kid yet because his play out the back is absolutely phenomenal. He plays so well out the back, right? He should be starting. Trincão should be getting more playing time. Genda should be getting some type of playing time. The manager keeps calling him and doesn't even give him a look. And he's a very good option on the left-hand wing. He helps defend. He helps attack. He has goal in him. He has good pass in him. Chelsea just bought him for a lot of money, and he's a baby. I know his time is coming, but Leao's not offering a lot. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Bruno had a better game than he had against Denmark the first leg, but Bruno was still poor today. And I say that as a Bruno standard. Bruno's standard for me is up here. I know the player Bruno can be, and this isn't the player that Bruno is. He loses too many balls in the middle of the park. The shot he had that hit the post that Ronaldo scores off of is unbelievable from Bruno, but I still believe there's more in Bruno in a Portuguese national team shirt. I truly believe that. I think Vitinha and Bernardo Silva both had better performances than Bruno. I'm not saying Bruno had a bad performance. I'm just saying I know Bruno could be so much better. There's so many passes that he made mistakes, and that's just not like Bruno, man. And once Bruno, I don't know if it's a confidence thing or just not really feeling the system at Portugal, but I know Bruno could be way, way, way better for the Portuguese national team, in my opinion. All around, it was a great performance from Portugal. They put up a lot of goals against a very good Denmark team. I take my hat off to them because they were a phenomenal team over both legs. We just had Portugal beat Denmark today because of the amount of talent that's on this team, right? When you're able to sub in Trincão, who I believe is a fantastic player, already went to Barca, didn't work out there, but he was at Barca. You're able to sub in Gonçalo Ramos, who plays for PSG. You're able to sub in Jota, who plays for Liverpool. You're able to sub in Ruben Neves, now is in the Serie A, but I mean in the Saudi Arabian league, but used to play in the Premier League. When you're able to sub in Nelson Semedo in the Premier League, this type of talent, you're going to be able to beat a lot of teams. It's going to be a very good watch against Germany, but I think it's time for us to get off the Ronaldo hate train. I think everybody should take a step back and get off the Ronaldo hate train, all right? Because everyone said that Ronaldo could only score in Saudi Arabia, that he's washed up and he's done. But he comes to the Nations League, and although you think he put in a good performance in both legs or not, he scored a goal that was a very important goal for Portugal, and at the time, tied the game for us. It was an unbelievable goal as well on a very good goalkeeper. I want to say he might be top goal scorer in the Nations League. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But he's scoring goals in the Nations League against a very good Denmark. People started messaging me, you guys are struggling against Denmark. Did you not watch the games? Denmark has a great team. Human, Højlund. This is a very good team. That guy that rocks the number 8, that's a very good player. Schmeichel in goal, that's a very good team. And Ronaldo scored against them. So listen, do I think Ronaldo is the player he used to be? No. But I also don't think I was the person I used to be when I was younger. I'm older now. He's older now. It's just what it is. You get older. You know what I mean? I could barely go up the stairs without my body hurting. Ronaldo obviously still running around like a madman at his age. So I give props to him. But is he the player that he used to be? No, he's not the player that he used to be. But that was what I keep telling you guys, man. For so long, Ronaldo did so much for Portugal. And got Portugal so far in competitions. That now it's time for us to do the same thing for him. And now it's time for us to carry him a little bit. And I think we have the talent to be able to do that. But the one thing I will tell you, it's not going to work with two of them on the field. What do I mean by that? Ronaldo has the ability, and it's justified for him to not run around. He's old, and he did his part for Portugal, and he was important for Portugal's history. So we understand. But Leao, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for you getting back on defense. There's no excuse for you not giving a lane to Nuno Mendes. If you go inside, Nuno Mendes can run the lane and find you. There's no excuse for you doing a Ronaldo chop and then once you have the guy cooked, going back outside. There's no excuses for these bad performances and not helping the team more. There's no excuse. He's young. And when Ronaldo was young at that age on that left wing, he was dominating and he was doing what he had to do. And that's why you have to respect Ronaldo being in that position even if he's bad. But we need someone like Jota or someone like Gonçalo Ramos or someone like Genda or someone like Trincao or somebody that's going to work for the team and give it all for the team, because Ronaldo's not going to run the way he once did. And if you want an example, go watch the 60 minutes of Francisco Conceição. Look how he ran. Look at the balls he won, the 50-50s. Look at what he gave to the team, which if we had another one on the other side, it wouldn't be such a big deal that Ronaldo doesn't come back. It wouldn't be such a big deal that Ronaldo's so stationary. It would be fine because you have two right mid, left mid that help the team to win the ball back and help these midfielders get the ball forward. But enough talking about Portugal. We'll see what happens in the next round. But hopefully Leao, I would like to see him on the bench against Germany and then to put him in and maybe see if he could fight his way back into the 11. Just my opinion. Spain, unbelievable. Phenomenal team. I only really got to see Lamine Yamal's goal and then the penalties. It's funny. Lamine Yamal misses his penalty. And then, here comes the last penalty for Spain. If they score, they win. I looked at my wife. It was Pedri. And I said, there is a 0% chance Pedri misses this. And she said, you think he scores? I said, I don't think he scores. I know he scores. Pedri has ice, bro. Pedri is him. Pedri is that guy that when your team is in need, when you have nothing going your way, when everything looks like it's going bad, Pedri has ice in his vein, and he's going to get the job done no matter what. Barcelona have two studs on their hands, Lamine Yamal and Pedri. And I know a lot of Real Madrid fans are going to be hate watching these guys, wanting to see them fail, but it's not coming. It ain't coming to a theater near you, lads. It's not coming. These are two phenomenal, out-of-this-world, insane footballers. Pedri is magical in the midfield. He dominates football matches, and Lamine Yamal is a talent that's only going to develop and get better, and I'm here for it. Love you guys, man. International break was cool, but I'm ready to get back to club football because we got Arsenal versus Real Madrid, and Mbappe about to go crazy.